Kobe, now that you guys have a couple days of film, know a little bit more about Utah State. Now, what stands out to you?
They're a really good team. They won that conference. They got a lot of solid players, pretty good big men. Haven't seen almost everything about them, but just got a little gist of them. And they're a good team, but I like our odds a lot better. So we're excited to go in there. We're experienced. We're happy. We're joyful, and we're gonna get this win today. Not today, but on Friday. So we're excited.
You talked about it a little bit on Sunday after the selection show, but how has your mindset changed this year versus previous years of making the tournament?
Well, the mindset, as far as me or is like the team?
Both.
Well, team-wise, some of us have already, been to the tournament. This is our third year going, so, we got the experience of what the tournament feels like, what to look forward to. So I think, going into it is just being more focused, more locked in. Appreciating the moment, but we've already had this moment, so it's more about execution and going in and winning. And as far as me, this is my third year going as well. I think last year it was, I was playing a little bit more, so I was more excited and going into the games, and obviously had a couple games that were good games, and the first game went well for me, as we know, and going into this year is not, reflecting on what happened in the past. It's more about going in the future and getting as many wins as possible and advancing. And the biggest thing is just getting past those first two games. I think that's kind of the vibe we felt, especially the guys returning, E-Man, Micah, Chuck, Xavier, all the other guys. We've had that dry spot that second game, so we just want to get past that second game, and I think after that, if we can get past that, we can go very deep. So we're excited.
JaKobe, how is playing in the Big 12 and that insane schedule that you guys had to navigate through? How does that prep you for when things get tough? Because they're going to at some point in the tournament with all the lights.
Yeah, no, for sure. The Big 12, it's been top conference ever since I've been here. It's always exciting playing the Big 12. It's always good competition. Going into these tournaments, you already feel the big games, the big pressure games, the constant battle games, the games where you got to get down and gritty. And, we're used to that in the Big 12. So, we're expecting that going into the tournament. And if no team is bringing that, then, it's going to be bad luck for them. So, we're excited, and we're going to win for sure.
Do you do anything different, or as far as your mindset going into these games, that you've had this experience before, how you play, how you prepare? Is there anything different that you plan on doing this time around?
There's always things you adjust. There's always things you try to get better at. Obviously going in, making sure all our bodies is fresh, going in feeling good for the games. Also just the mindset, knowing what teams are going to game plan for you. Not all for me, but just for everybody on the team, going into, seeing what things can hurt us and what things can help us. Really just working on, my mental and just being prepared for those moments where things might go wrong, things might go good, and just staying poised and staying calm and collective. And, I think last year when we played Gonzaga, I felt like our team was pretty poised, but I felt like there was definitely a couple of spots where all of us kind of got off our rhythm and let them dictate the game, where I feel like if we go into this tournament and we dictate the game, we dictate the poise and the calm and collective pressure, then I think we're going to win. And I think, you're going to see a lot of success from us with doing that.
I asked Coach the same question just about what makes this team special.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious from your perspective, why do you think your team is special this year?
Our team is special. One, we got experienced guys. We got guys that's been there. We got guys that really want it. And there's a lot of guys on our team. This could be their last game, and so that's kind of the pressure and the fight that you have going into these games as seniors, as second year seniors, guys that this could possibly be their last game. I think that helps out a lot with the mindset throughout the group, because we got a much older group, a much mature group. And also guys that have been to the tournament, guys that have been in good conferences and been successful in conference. So, I think with all those things, that's what makes it special, along with just our camaraderie. Obviously our offense takes care of things, but I think our defense is starting to click a lot better as well. And, teams are going to see a different TCU team going into the tournament. So, like I said, we're all excited. We're all ready.
Will it be your last game?
No, for sure. Nah, we're not going to have that. We're going to get this win, go into the second game, get this win, and continue and advance.
Despite the money and the politics and the logistics, as a player and as a fan, the size of the tournament, do you think it's enough teams? Would you like to see more in? Would you like to see fewer in? Just your thoughts on that.
That's not really my judgment. I'm a player. I play the game because I love the game. I played it because I didn't come into the game playing because of how many teams are going to be a tournament. I came in playing because this is just the sport that I love and this is what I grew up doing. So the committee and all the other analytical stuff, they study for years on what to do and what not to do. I trust their opinion, but with me, I just focus on the game itself. I don't really worry about the exterior. As far as like adding teams or taking away teams, I mean, it's been like this for years. I don't see why you change it just because of certain rules, but like Dixon said a little earlier, it's money game involved and different stuff involved like that, so can't really control that. But for me, I just go out there and play the game that I love.
How exciting is it for you as a player to be in the big games?
Oh, very exciting. And I think sometimes I might take it for granted because I have been in the tournament. But, I try to go back to, my first year when, I was going home, sitting at home and watching all these other teams play and just sit in that moment and just kind of realize, like, I was there at one point. And so, being here and being able to do it 3 times is super exciting and super humbling. But, at the end of the day, I've been through it. I've been there. So now it's just time to go in and execute.
You've been asked to do a couple different things over your time here at TCU. We've seen you play at the 4. We've seen you play a lot at the 5 recently as well. How do you feel you've grown as a player since you've been on campus?
Oh, I mean, tremendously. Coming in, I've always been a pretty versatile player. I've always been able to play on a perimeter inside. So that, as far as that's never been new. But I think with coming in, I think Dixon and the coaching staff have allowed me to kind of mold my game into where I kind of like it and where I feel like I'm most successful at. Coming in, I was coming up with the injury. I tore my meniscus my freshman year. It was a tough battle, transferring from a school and then going to another school and trying to battle on for positioning and stuff like that, and ultimately learning how to run again and do all those things. So just from that point from there, just to see my body grow, my mental grow, all the things that's been difficult to deal with, from beginning to end, it's a process, but you get to learn about yourself, you get to learn about the things that, you might not have known going into it. And, now that I'm here and now that, this is my 3rd time going to the tournament, this is my, 4th year playing college basketball, I give all glory to God and I thank Him for all the blessings that I have. And, it's exciting and, I'm just joyful that I get to have this experience for sure.
For your teammates that haven't been, is there anything you say to them, or do you try to temper expectations, or do you just try to keep it normal?
For the teammates that haven't been, enjoy it, enjoy the process, enjoy the camaraderie, enjoy this experience, because it is a fun experience and it is a good time. But also we got to be focused. They might not have been there, but they came to this team knowing that this is what we want. This is the possibility of me coming if we get to the tournament. So, I think a lot of them in their head was already kind of ready to get to the tournament because we've been a tournament team for the last 2 years. So enjoy the moment, be excited, be happy, but also be focused and be ready to play. And I think that's the mindset.
JaKobe, we were talking about your group and what you all have done to help TCU in the way you have. But you're a DFW guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and when you were in high school, this program was not necessarily a place that recruits were looking. That's changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
For you to be a part of that as a DFW guy, what does that mean?
Oh man, it's like I said, it's a blessing. Being from Denton and going to high school around here and kind of seeing TCU's process of from then to now has been good. And I'm just proud to be a part of that. I'm blessed to be a part of that. I'm thankful for the coaching staff for receiving me and giving me a chance to come in here and prove myself and help the team. And that's all you can really ask for as a player. That's pretty much all I got. I'm happy for it. You know what I'm saying?
Anything else, JaKobe?